bum, 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 bum. Hello, happy Monday, everybody. I'm so excited. This is interview number 7 of April. We have a really jam-packed month coming up, but however, tomorrow's interview got canceled. Kind of bummed out, but I scheduled a special sponsor.
I'm a new streamer. I just started in January
No, no, no,
of
no, no.
2026.
Start from introducing yourself. My stream was not picking up your voice. This is why we do tech tests.
Oh, okay. It's fine. It's fine. My name is HistoryGangster. My people are called History Gang. Um, and effectively, I am a teacher by day, a pizza delivery guy by night, and a streamer in between, somewhere in between there. Um, and so yeah, and I just started in January. I'm kind of new at this, so I'm sorry if there's technical issues. Um, Doing a quick check. Can anyone on my TikTok hear the interviewer? Just want to make sure that that's also Big Dutch the goat. Yes, yeah. Not really. Okay, hold up, hold up. Tech issues aside. Um, Application audio. Oh yeah, that's right.
Quiet. Really? I'm loud. Let me see. My volume is blasted. Maybe you have to raise my volume on your end. So right click on my
Yeah,
picture.
I think I accidentally muted you in Streamlabs. Hold on. There you go. How about now? Can y'all hear her now?
Test, 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 test.
Yeah, better. All right, awesome. Woo! Got it to work. All right. So yeah, I'm kind of brand new to this. I had originally started streaming in like 2022 and life got busy and so I took a break from it. And so now I'm back into it.
Okay. So basically you're new to streaming, but you're really not new to streaming since you started at 2022. Can you tell me how you got started into streaming in year 2022?
Yeah, I mean, I went to high school with someone that basically has made streaming their full-time career. Even their husband has gotten into streaming full-time now. And so I really am just kind of like I was like, "Oh, that's really cool." And I love playing video games and I'm like, "Okay, like, I could try that and try to be entertaining as best as I can." Um, but so they're kind of like an inspiration to me in a sense. We stream completely different things, and they probably don't even really remember me from high school. But and then I took a break because life got busy. But then at the start of this year, I kind of made it my New Year's resolution to try to get back into it.
Oh, that's awesome. Especially that you got inspired by someone in IRL. Because it's actually it's really cool how streaming came about because a lot of people stream either just to have fun or just to make a quick buck, even though that's not how it is at all. And then another thing is that they just do it just because it's definitely kills time, and I definitely agree with that. And I know the feeling of like feeling busy and taking a hiatus. How did your community feel when you had to like step away, or you didn't have a community yet at that time?
I didn't have a community at that time. I think I got up to like 80 followers. But because I'm a teacher, most of those people were probably just students that I had at the time. And so I don't think anyone really missed my absence. And a lot of my followers now are still students. Some old, some new, some current. And so it's just, building an audience one step at a time.
I love that you're a
So
teacher because my mother was an educator for over 32 years, and now she works at a college as a researcher analysis. And she takes education like to top tier. Like she really loves how there's many because we went to a gaming convention, PAX East, a few years back, and there was a teacher there who made games on the side, and it was really nice to see how like educators have those type of hobbies to do. So, what grade do you teach?
I teach ninth and 10th grade,
High
and I
schoolers.
teach history. Yep, high schoolers. And so I teach history, I teach world history, basically from human origins to today.
That is
So,
my favorite class. Actually, no, my favorite. If world history like consists of like Egypt and all that stuff, yes, I love world history. But if it's not, then no, it's not the same. But I remember history class in high school. It was definitely a fun time. When it comes to like you going to school in the past compared to your curriculum for teaching, how much did change?
uh, so our like end of the year test has changed since I was in school.
Mm-hmm.
And so things have definitely shifted into certain directions. I think that the current test that my uh, students take at the end of their time with me has definitely gotten a little, I would say, easier in some ways, but harder in others.
Mm-hmm.
So like it used to be more memorization, and there's still a lot of that, but it's now more of like a reading comprehension test more than anything.
I just love the fact that like you still are a go getter, and then you say you deliver pizza. Like, how do you involve a full time teaching job of history in a high school, pizza delivery, and streaming? Like, are you Peter Parker? Like, what is your secret? How?
So the pizza delivery started over the summer. So my wife and I we bought a house, and we also had a baby last March, and so
Congratulations.
thank you. And so it was a big, financial adjustment for sure. We went from two incomes to a single income household. And so, I kind of picked up my college job. I delivered at the same pizza place back in my college days. And there's still a few people there that work there that remember me. And so it's just a nice little side hustle. I would love for streaming to at some point replace it, but I know that's going to take probably years to get there, and I'm fine with that, patient with that, and my wife is incredibly patient with that as well. And so it's definitely been an adjustment, and I only stream 4 hours a week, probably five at most. So tonight is kind of like a longer stream than I'm used to, but I
Sorry.
usually stream only one. That's fine. That's fine. Um, it's just because like it's a lot difficult. Uh, thank you for the follow. But basically, I would say that I stream when I can, between kids and between work, and I just kind of make do with what I have. I know someone posted in the Creator Accelerator programs feedback thing that you should stream more. You should stream 3 hours, and I'm like, I wish I could, but I don't really have the time for that. So I do the best I can with what I have. So
Yeah, I don't blame you. It's definitely could be nerve wracking. Do you feel like being interviewed by a person you don't know is more nerve wracking than a job interview?
in some ways, yes. Um,
What?
I've done a lot of like teacher interviews, and so I'm kind of used to what they ask and what to prepare for. But I had no idea what you would ask, so I just kind of like this whole week I've been rehearsing in my car as I'm driving to work, and things like that. And
What? Okay, you're like,
so
okay, I'm gonna give you applause for that because no one ever rehearsed for my interview. My
so
interviews
yeah,
is basically a hangout. It's a one-on-one chat. If I have a question, I do get inside your head sometimes and ask some redundant or maybe really deep questions. That's why I always ask before interviewing what questions you don't want me to ask because I do come in left field with some random questions. But I always keep out certain topics because there are certain topics that are sensitive and I follow that rule book. Especially, I know in schools they have the same type of rule book if you think about in
yeah,
streaming. So I still don't understand how people break TOS if they went to school and learned that the rules in TOS is almost the same if you think about it. Just it's completely different because it's in real life and not virtual. So I noticed, oh, I totally forgot to ask you if you're hydrated. I'm glad you have your hydration cup right there.
yep.
Really
Don't worry,
important.
my wife definitely makes sure I'm hydrated. So
Yo, W wife. So I see there's a lot of Fallout here. I see a little Pip Boy. I see a Nuka Cola Fallout. Like, when did you fall in love with the series of Fallout?
So I remember when I think I was either 8 or 9. I got a PS3 for Christmas. It was like a huge deal, and one of the first games my parents bought me was Fallout 3, and I put the game in. I'm like ready to play it, and it scared the heck out of me. Like I was super afraid of it. And I exited the vault. I ran into like I think a centaur or something like that at the first beginning, and stopped playing it for like a solid 2 3 years. And then I came back to it when I was 12, and I fell in love with Fallout. I played Fallout New Vegas, 100% completed it when I was like 14, 15, and I've always loved Fallout. And then my senior year of high school, Fallout 4 came out, and I had just bought a laptop for college that could handle the game, quote unquote. It crashed a lot, but uh, I played Fallout 4 in class. I remember it was like calculus or something like that, and I was playing Fallout 4 after I got all my work done and just playing it in class with my little college laptop. But so yeah, I've always been a fan of the games, and I think part of it is like I love the culture of the 1950s and how like optimistic it is, and yet also how like you know uh, hypocritical it can be. I love the music of the games as well. The music is always fire, and so I've pretty much been a fan since that, and I'm my with the goal of my stream is what I was thinking about. What was going to set me apart from anyone else that's playing open world games is I wanted whatever game I'm playing to be kind of like the vibe, right? So like Nuka Cola sign, map of Fallout 76. I've got a ton of other things, and I used to have them in my background, but my office sprang a leak in my house, and so this is
Ooh.
where my setup got moved, and so I can't really show everything. But I've got like, for example, you may have seen this if you follow me on social media. I can't really pull this off, but I'll just bring the whole thing over. But like I've got the Fallout veteran ranger armor
Whoa,
set,
that's so cool.
So I was thinking about wearing it on stream, but I don't know how to get headphones into that safely.
Why you don't use like a
Um
Bluetooth headphones, like the ones that like go in your ear, and then
uh
get an adapter and connect it to the Bluetooth? That would probably work.
ooh, ooh, give me some good ideas.
Yeah.
And I've got a ton of other Pip Boy and other things like that. Like I got
Oh
Cooper
my
Howard from
god.
the TV series right here.
You are a
And
huge
so
Fallout fan.
yeah, I love the games. I love how open world it is, and I love the environmental storytelling that Bethesda does. And it's just they're great games. So
So I figured
uh,
out why your name is History Gangster because you just state that you're a history teacher, but why gangster? Like what possessed you to come with like history gangster instead of like history hoodlum or history rascal or something like that? Why
so
gangster?
my first year of teaching, I it was in the middle of COVID, and so I remember I walked into the school, and I was allowed to teach at the school because I was living with my parents, and my bedroom was like a sardine can. There's just no way I could really teach from home effectively. And
Fair.
so they allowed me to teach in the school with a mask on. And they didn't even have a classroom ready for me because like no one was in the school. So they were like, okay, you can teach from the break room. And I remember my first class, I was so excited, like, brand new teacher, just coming out of college. And uh, I had Jazz Gandalf or whatever playing for my screen as the students joined the class, like just him nodding and the jazz saxophone or whatever. And a lot of kids were like, "What?" And I was like, "Hey guys, what's up? You guys are my history gang." And from that point onward, it just kind of transformed in that. From that, I remember when they finally did allow students to return. They had like a spirit week or something, and you had to choose a decade to dress up as, and I chose the 1920s, and I was like supposed to be Al Capone, and so on like that, and it ended up working out just that way. And so remember my classroom door said History Gang on it, and that's just kind of where the name came from, and so I've stuck with that since then.
So are your students the little gangsters too?
Thanks for the follow.
Uh,
Uh, so yeah, they're definitely they're part of my little gang, I would say. So, but
that's
yeah.
actually really cute. I love that. Um, so you stated that when you play games, you are going to change your background. I know I don't want to sound what's that word. I love the fact that you put the hard work in that, but you never thought of adding a green screen and then just decorate it and have it in the background and make it easier.
It could make it that would make it easier, but it's just like for me, I think like my inspiration for it was like I like watching. I don't watch the streams necessarily all the time, but
Mm-hmm.
like when Kai Cenat and I Show Speed and they did their like streams together. They dressed up as the characters and or as like the costumes of the game, and they have things in the background that like match the game and stuff like that. And I was like, that's kind of cool. Like I like that. I like that idea of like, just embedding that. And so it would be cheaper and probably easier to do a green screen, but I don't think I switch games that often. I mean, I'm still doing Fallout 4. My goal is to 100% complete it before I switch. Or if God Howard decides to release the remasters of Fallout 3 in New Vegas, then I might switch to that. It's
Mm-hmm.
still Fallout, but I'm thinking that I'm probably gonna take like over the summer to try to finish all of Fallout 4, and then I might have one little transition game, but the next big one is probably going to be GTA 6 when that drops in
Oh,
hopefully November.
everyone wants that
So,
game. I do also have
100%.
an observation, and maybe everyone noticed it. There is a glare behind you. So I see the reflection of the light, and then I see your
Okay.
monitors. Oh, wow, it's a big light.
Yes. Yeah. It's a streamlight.
No,
So
but the thing is, you need it to point at you. But the thing is, crazy people
you
on
can
the
see it.
internet, you could see your monitors so clear on the reflection. And someone could be nuts to take a screenshot and zoom in what you're looking at. So I'm just giving you a heads up.
Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah.
It's I just have my chat, and then my TikTok usually, and then my Twitch, so I can see what is going on Twitch, and then I've got my phone set up to see TikTok chat because sometimes the multi chat for Streamlabs doesn't always catch.
Why you don't use
Um,
meld if you don't ask me? I mean, why
what's that?
meld? Wait, you don't know what meld is?
No. What?
So Meld is a new streaming service where everything is so put together, and you could search it up if you want right now. And basically, you download it on the computer, and it has everything together. The chats, they have the TikTok chat incorporated as well. They just added that feature. They have a new feature coming out tomorrow, which I'm so stoked for it. And I'm not sponsored by Meld, by the way, everyone. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Even though my friend is the one who works for them, shout out to Tiff. I just like Meld a lot. That's all. It's super easy, and then the thing is, if you have a low running computer, it runs smooth. I don't know
Uh,
if you could import Streamlabs stuff into it. That's the only thing. I know you could import OBS. So if you do have like a whole bunch of scenes and stuff, you will have to probably do it from scratch. Sorry, but you will thank me later.
yeah, yeah. I'll check this out for sure.
Yeah.
I've just been using Streamlabs because that's the only one I've heard of other than OBS. But OBS
What?
seems
OBS is
like
complicated. OBS is
yeah,
super
OBS was
complicated.
complicated,
Yeah.
and I like that Streamlabs had like built-in overlays, and that's one thing that I've definitely grown in is my overlays have changed a bit. Now,
Mm-hmm.
my just chatting that I have right now was kind of my old setup still, because I haven't used just chatting in ever, I think, on stream.
Yeah.
But my first overlay when I came back to streaming was like super noisy, like it's all Fallout stuff because there's no great Fallout overlays. Like there's
Then why
none.
you don't edit it? Like, okay, you heard of
So
Canva, right? Canva.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I
So
made one from scratch,
okay, there you go.
but it was too noisy. So then I've trimmed it down, and then that was still a little too noisy, so I trimmed it down even more.
Oh
And so,
boy. Yeah.
but like I'm like Red Dead has some good overlays already that people have made in Streamlabs and Arc Raiders, and it's just like there's no Fallout. And the only one I could find was behind a paywall
Oh,
for some service I'd never heard of, and I wasn't going to pay a subscription service just to use it.
yeah,
So
don't do that. The good thing about Streamlabs is if you do use Meld, Streamlabs has the website and you could copy and paste all your sources from there and put it there. But Meld does have big built-in plugins. Zach has a question for you. Who is your favorite Fallout character?
Are we talking TV show or are we talking the games? Because TV show, I gotta say the Ghoul, like his arc of the show is just amazing. I think he's really what like was the heart of season two, especially. Um, Although Thaddeus is pretty funny. If it's we're talking the video games, that give me a second to think about that one.
Oh, it's okay. If you can't think about it now, we can
I
go back to
think
it later.
I think I'm I'm gonna get judged for this, but I would say like Fisto, Fisto from New Vegas is definitely my favorite. It's just funny.
I don't know anything about Fallout. There's gonna be an ad in 7 minutes, so I'm gonna call you gangster, I guess, or HD. I'm gonna call you HD, HD for short. So during the time when I have an ad, I will be asking really basic questions, so the newcomers or anyone who's watching will not miss the juicy questions. I know the people on TikTok will not miss out, so I hope you enjoy these really boring basic questions. And yeah, I just want to give you a heads up on that.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Oh, that's a nice question. Zach asks, what is your favorite era of history to teach about? Why am I reading it? You can see it yourself.
I can see it myself. So I would say my favorite eras of history are the Cold War. I mean, obviously because I love Fallout, but I love the Cold War, like propaganda, and I love doing, like the nuke drills that they used to do in the '60s with students because it's something so bizarre, and the students always point out like a desk isn't going to save you from a nuclear bomb, but it's like that's the point, and talking about the fallout shelters that are throughout our area, and how those weren't really designed to save you either. But yeah, I love that era, and I also like the 1920s as well because there's some similar vibes with it. But with the 1920s, you can talk more about the pendulum shift of like culture, because like in the 1910s, there's more like a liberation of like people, and oh, like you can publicly drink, if you're a woman, which is something completely brand new at that time. But then in the 1920s, you can't because of prohibition, and because there's certain people that felt like those young kids are getting too rowdy. You have like things like Kellogg cereal developed to try to get people to stop doing the hanky panky and stuff like that. And so it's just like it's a interesting time to just study. I just think it's so like fun to watch the pendulum of culture just swap between the two. So, but yeah,
That's interesting. And I also, you are a Twitch affiliate, correct?
I am not.
Wait, what?
I am not. I've been trying. Right now I'd say my only real 100% consistent viewer on Twitch is my wife,
Shout out to
which
the
I'm
wife
eternally grateful
once
for.
again.
But I have not gotten any days where I've had three concurrent viewers, and so I've just been plugging away. I have gotten more since joining the Creator Accelerator program. I was only getting one usually, and now I'm up to like two. Last stream I think I was up to 1.9. The stream before that was like 2.5, and so I'm like I'm close, but I am hopefully I'll get there someday. What's funny is like I've had people give bits to me, and so I have like $20 worth of Twitch income just sitting there waiting for me to get there.
Oh, that's right. You could get bits as not being affiliate now. I heard of that. And now they made
Thank
affiliate
you for the follow.
easy. Oh, yeah, we're definitely going to help you get there. Most definitely.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it. All
Yeah,
love.
I would love to see you affiliate. Because I was gonna give you a channel point redemption idea, and then you could like give me credit.
Totally. I'm down. I just set up like a week or two ago the channel point stuff because I'm new at this. I bought some assets off of Etsy and uploaded some images, and
Wait,
I have blurb extensions set up now, so there's certain sound effects that can go off.
I'm
Um,
confused.
so
Hold on. Wait, you said you're not affiliate, but you have the subscribe button.
I do, but I'm not affiliate. Or at least it says I haven't reached it. Anyways,
What?
it's no. I
Oh,
know it's.
can someone do
I don't
research
know.
for me because I am baffled. You can subscribe to everyone now? What? That's wild.
So yeah. Um. Yeah. I saw someone ask about when I stream. So I stream 9:30 to 10:30 on Mondays and Wednesdays, and that's Eastern Standard Time. And I stream 12 to 2 on Saturdays. Not 12:30 to 2:30. 12 to 2.
12 midnight to 2 a.m. or
Uh 12 p.m. to 2 p.m.
oh, so you're an early streamer on Saturday.
Yeah, and that's because my pizza delivery job is usually from 3 to like 11ish. So,
Oh wow. See, I'm learning so many things. See,
thank you for the
I
roses, Braden, and for everyone else that gave me roses. Sorry, I'm focusing on the interview.
um wow. I hit affiliate in 2020 and it was completely different now. It's driving me it's bonkers. What? It's so wild how much change in a matter of years. Is it ad time yet? Ad starts in 1 minute. Okay, don't worry. I'll get my little basics questions ready. I got my little notepad.
All right.
Oh wow, that's just I'm just blown away because me, I've learned so much with all these platforms.
Look.
What? That's so interesting that they could use them in another channel. Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the galaxy of shooting stars. Um, but yeah, I what? I'm like flabbergasted right now. I'm sorry. I've never been speechless.
It's it's fine. I know I'm new. I'm I'm a small streamer.
No, first of all, I don't like that term ever. No, you're an establishing streamer. There's established streamers, and then
Oh,
there's established streamers, and then there are celebrities, or not celebrities, but I could say like well-known streamers. So there's establishing, establishes, well-known. Because every time a streamer says small streamer, you're just putting yourself like in a pedestal, and you're putting yourself as like a number. And that's one thing that we do. We always are the biggest enemy, and we judge ourselves and put ourselves through that mindset. And it just, it irks me. I hate when people say, oh, I'm a small streamer. I used to think like that. And then when I've been like mentoring people and doing these interviews and going to conventions, I've learned so much. And I'm like, oh, it's nice. And when I say this to like other streamers, they're like, that's actually a very well versed of saying that because words hurt. Like, oh, you're a small streamer. Ew. I consider myself, if you consider yourself small, I consider myself tiny. I'm not satisfied of where I'm at. I wish I could be where I want to be, but it's a marathon, not a race.
yeah. I ran cross country in high school, so I understand it for sure.
Oh, cool. You did track,
Yep, I did track too. It was the only sport I could do because I don't have good hand-eye coordination.
but you play video games. The irony of that.
Yeah, yeah. I anything involving a ball, I have no hand-eye coordination. Uh, to which Dylan would probably agree, since he's one of my students.
Oh, wow. That's so.
Yup.
That's gonna be an interesting topic because having your well, having your students watch you after. I think. Uh, I don't know. That's so intimidating. I'd be scared, especially like when
They
you act like. Are you like the same personality when you're here compared to school, or is like what? Now I'm curious.
uh, they roast me in a lot during the school day, but it's all you got to have pretty thick skin to work in public school, and so it's fun. Oh boy, Dylan, come on.
Oh man, that's really cool though. That's how that like yeah, wow. When they graduate, like they're like, yeah, that's my teacher. He's a Twitch streamer. You better go follow him or else I'll hunt you down. I'm just oh my god. I'm flabbergasted of the affiliate thing. I'm flabbergasted of like the whole thing. So what is your favorite color?
Green, which other than the wall, I don't really have much green on, but I love green. And that's definitely been my favorite color since I was like elementary school.
Bro, everybody I swear, everyone I've interviewed so far, favorite color is either green, neon green, or some type of green. What is what is going on?
It's a great color. It's the color of money. Just kidding.
That's accurate. But like, what? Why everyone likes green?
The most popular color is blue, and green is derived from yellow and blue. So it's just, it's a natural, like, second best color.
You're wearing blue. I'm surprised you're not wearing any green.
Yeah, I'm wearing a Vault Tech hoodie. So, it's my Fallout get up.
What? Okay, so time out. You have Fallout merch, you have Fallout in the background, and you have Fallout clothes?
Yep. Yep. Fallout everything until I switch to another game, and then when I switch to that game, it'll be whatever, you know, clothing, background stuff, all that. So if it's GTA 6, I'm gonna be looking a little bit different. I'm gonna be looking more like, I'm at Miami Beach.
Okay, that's fair. Does your wife like Fallout too?
Uh, she likes the show a lot, especially the Ghoul. She loves the Ghoul,
I don't even know who the ghoul is. This is
but
I'm so lost.
he. Thanks for the follow. Um, he is one of the main characters of the TV show. He has a great arc in the show itself, and effectively, uh, he is a bounty hunter, and he encounters a vault dweller who is another one of the main characters who's like super innocent and doesn't really understand how the world operates outside of the vault, and so they like they clash together so well, like the juxtaposition between the two just works so well, and season 2 just improved upon their relationship together, and it works really well. So
So to someone that plays the game and wants to watch the show, do you think I have to play the game to watch the show, or you think if I watch the show, I might get into the game?
I think if you watch the show, you could watch the show by itself without playing the game,
Okay.
and you would love it. I think it's got a good story. I think they first off, the set design of the show incredible, like top notch. Everything looks like it's from the game. I jokingly said in the first episode that like when they leave the vault in the show, the button is a circle,
Mm-hmm.
but in Fallout 4, the button is a square.
That's crazy.
And so I was like, oh, totally unwatchable. Can't watch it. Just joking. But other than that, like everything else looks like identical to what's in the video game.
Yeah,
Um,
I almost got called to be in that show because it was filmed in Staten Island, New York. And at that time, I was living in New York and I lived 5 minutes away where they were filming. And my agent calls me, like, hey, I got this part for you. And I'm like, what is it? And like, it's an extra and there's an abandoned store. And I'm like, okay, but what is it? She's like, it's this top secret Amazon project. Couldn't tell me what it was. And then months later, they were like, oh, Fallout was filmed in New York. I'm like, oh, wow, that was the show. And another show that they're getting ready to film, which I was gonna apply, but I can't because I signed an NDA for another show. Uh, Fallout is having a Volt competition where you could win $500,000. Did you hear about that?
I did. I signed up for it. I don't think I'm gonna get called
You
back,
signed
but I
up.
signed up for it.
I'm vouching for you, man.
I think it'd be incredible. My students were all making fun of me, saying like you would be the
No,
first one eliminated, and stuff like that. But I honestly just applying for it was cool enough to me.
no, that's
If I don't
cool.
get on it, it's fine. But
No, yeah.
just knowing I could have been on it makes me super
Yeah,
excited.
my agent sent me
So
an email like, "Hey, there's another show." I'm like, I can't. I already sent a contract for another show because the thing is, reality TV and you do shows. If you are already like in upcoming for another show, which surprise guys, I'm in another TV show. Announcement on Sunday. Woo.
ooh,
But yeah, because I was on an Amazon show called Game on Titans. You can find me on Amazon Prime.
I'll have to look that one up. I'll have to
Yeah.
look that one up.
I drive my community crazy with that one. It's really short. It's like 6 episodes, and they're like 26 minutes short episodes. But it was a competition for PUBG Mobile, and I don't even play PUBG Mobile. That's the funny part. Yeah, that's one of the gifs from the show. But yeah, it's crazy how like there's so many opportunities out there where you are just not. Yeah, I do want to talk about your content. It does. I like your it's not a gimmick, but the way that you put yourself out there, especially with you. I always see you on my For You page, by the way. I
Oh,
didn't
thank you.
follow you until I saw like 2 videos on my For You page. I'm like, dude is killing it. Because I didn't want to like follow you just because of the creator. I want to see what you're about. Like, I follow you because I want to help you hit affiliate. That's why I follow you, so I know when you're live. Uh,
Appreciate that.
but I do not like Fallout. I'm gonna tell you that straight up. I'll tell you straight up.
Blaspheme. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll tell you straight up. But I will chill in your stream and be like that person, like, hey, I'm here chilling. What's up? But no, I really like how you execute. There you go, execute. I like how you execute your content, especially. Okay, so that was really creative what you did. So he tagged me on a post, guys. And nobody ever done this, so I really appreciate it. Because I'm the one who always does a promotion for these streamers. They never promote themselves. So he actually put work in himself. So I really appreciate that. So thank you for that.
Yeah, I it's a new opportunity, and I was like,
Can
I
I
got to put the word out.
can I show the clip real
So
quick? I'm gonna show the clip
sure,
on my end. You probably won't hear it or anything, but it'll be on my end.
sure.
I know it was the Vanilla one. I think I don't even know who Vanilla
Yeah,
is. I just know her from a song. But I didn't know she was a streamer too, so that's what threw me off. Yeah, let me show you this clip, everybody. It was very creative, and then tell me how like after you see this clip, what did you think? Did you post it? Did you just post it on your story, or did you post it on your post? I'm trying to figure this out.
I I usually post it not on. So I post it using the Streamladders, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram auto post, and then on Instagram I share it on my stories usually. And so, but
Wait,
on TikTok I don't think I share it to my stories.
no. So it's a post.
Yeah, it was a post.
Oh, gotta look for it. Give me a second.
And I believe the thumbnail was with vanilla, but I might be mistaken.
I am looking
Uh,
for this. All
but
right, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, did you win the giveaway?
I won the Stream Deck one.
Me too.
So,
High five.
woo!
And
It'll someday it'll come in the mail. Hopefully,
they said 2 to 4 weeks.
So, I believe it exists somewhere out in the ether. Somewhere out there.
I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna give it straight to my BF. Is it this
And
one? I have a Stream Deck XL, so why would I switch over to something I don't know?
I don't have one at all. I have a soundboard I was using at the very start, but I realized after the fact that it only really connects using uh
Oof.
like
You need
those.
a yeah. But you could get an
And
adapter.
yeah, it just was a little too technical and I wasn't really using it super often. So
Fair.
I was like, okay, I'll just, put it off to the side.
Or use it for
But
school.
yeah.
Okay, you're frozen on my end. Don't worry. It's part of it. All right, guys. Do you see the clip, everybody? It's going to be in the middle of us. All right, let me know if you hear it. Oh my gosh. Why is it not playing? It is playing, but it's not playing.
Nice. Oh, speaking of,
Oh, there you go.
I'll be interviewed by another streamer.
Can't hear it,
April
but
13th.
You have to
She
be on my
has
stream
about
to hear it.
7,000 followers.
Oh.
The stream will be live, but it means that I'm going to be staying up a little bit late on that Monday night. If you are interested in checking that out, you don't want to miss my stream on April 13th. The interview will start at 10. Yeah, I would love to stream with Vanilla.
Wait, you put. Hold on. You said the interview started at 10, but the time said 9. Why does it 9?
Did I put 9? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So I thought I was gonna have time to do something Fallout
I
related
would-
beforehand, but
I would love to
obviously we had to
stream with
do
Vanilla Mace.
tech
Oh,
checks and all that. So
That's fair.
I don't know.
But
Just
you see the format, everybody? That was really sweet, like clean. Like he had a clickbaiting and then boom, his game footage. I think he's talking about what Monday is going to be. So that was really cool. And I really appreciate that. That was really nice.
thank you for this opportunity. Honestly, I'm really appreciative.
Wait, am I
But
being am I being criticized because I don't like Fallout? I'm sorry. I date a guy who really likes Fallout, so does that count?
it's not for everyone. It's a first person shooter role playing game. And so if you're not into survival games like that,
I just got Hello Kitty Island. I'm really excited. I'm going to
I mean,
platinum that game, and I'm really stoked.
that definitely sounds like a survival game right there. Hello Kitty
Hell
Island.
yeah. It's compared to Animal Crossing, so my mom better be happy I'm playing Hello Kitty just to platinum it. You're his wife, hello wife. You're now my wife too. Hell yeah, Hello Kitty instead of Fallout.
My wife is
Besides,
constantly trying to get me to play Barbie Horse Adventures
oh
and
my gosh, you should. I just platinum Barbie
Barbie.
Horse Trials, and I think you should. And I think what you should do to do that is do like a 30 sub challenge, and then if people sub you 30 times or give you 30 subs, you have to play a Barbie game. You got to do what the wife says. Happy wife, happy life. Come on now. Come on, air horn.
I'm gonna have to invest into some Barbie stuff to put in the background. I'm
You
gonna
just
have
need a
to get
pink
some
shirt.
Barbie
No. You just
posters.
need a pink shirt, a blonde wig. You can still go away with the red hat and put it over the wig. And wow, bam. I want to be for
You
that
know,
stream.
if I finish Fallout before GTA 6, I might do that. Not gonna lie, it sounds fun.
I'm so excited, and I hope there's a lot of clips. And oh, it would be great. Caffeine, you have to let me know when this happens. I need to see this. I'm excited. Me and wifey's explaining. I need you to play it. Oh, she needs you to play it. I already played Barbie on my stream. I played Dora the Explorer also. Don't even get me started. I could give you a whole bunch of kids games recommendations.
There you go. Got the plan laid out.
Do you curse on stream? Because if you don't, I could definitely recommend you to be an ambassador for Outright Games, and they have Paw Patrol, Coco Melon, Dora the Explorer, Barbie games, and you'd be hooked up, and it's free.
I don't generally curse on stream unless I'm reading something from the game or
Oh, that's fair. I do the same.
quoting someone, something like that. And so I generally try not to curse.
So guys, do you think I should hook him up with that? Sign up for him, see him play kids games. History Gangster plays Barbie.
Horse adventures.
Oh, Dylan says nope. Oh, come on.
No, he'd want me to play 2K. He'd want me to play the basketball game.
Oh, I have 2K. I have 2K25. I don't have 2K26, unfortunately. I've never touched it. I just got it because it was on sale, and I'm like, oh, this looks fun. I also got it because my cousin has it, and then he got 2K26, and he's like, I don't play 2K25 anymore. I'm like, what? Whatever. Isn't it the same? He's like, no. I'm like, what do you mean it's not the same? Different music and different campaigns
Yeah.
and stories. And I'm like, whatever. It looks the same to me.
Every
Basketball is
year
basketball.
they add new sweat beads to the characters' heads, and they change something about the game that breaks defense or breaks offense, and everyone complains about it for a month. And so yeah,
Oh, that's fair. You know what? That's fair.
I have spent many a money on 2K.
You know what? I think every one of us spend money on like games. Period.
So yeah, maybe someday I'll play Barbie Horse Adventures.
I'm getting you this
I'm I'm
link. Hold on.
I'm locking it in that it'll probably be the next game. Probably.
I need to be a witness of this for real. Let's see. Do they have signups open? Blah blah blah. Ooh, they do have signups.
Lock it in.
I'm so excited. What do you play on PC, console?
PC. I do have a PS5 Pro. I was one of the lucky few that got one of the limited edition 30th anniversary PS5 Pros. It was only 12,500 made. I'm like 8,000 something, but
Do you know how much that
yeah,
goes for now?
a lot. It was not cheap when I bought it at first, but now with the RAM apocalypse, it's
The
probably even more expensive.
Rampocalypse. I'm dead. That's funny, but legit, legit. Um, yeah, I definitely gotta send you my PSN.
So I play usually. I just started really doing PC stuff more because of stream, but before that I was really playing PS5, and so usually I have a copy of the game on PS5 and a copy of the game on PC. So I just kind of do both. It just kind of depends on um my time and what I can invest in. So I have a lot of games in my Steam library that I bought, but I haven't invested any time into.
I don't blame you. I so many games and so little time. Literally, that's definitely accurate. What is your top 5 games?
Oh no, I'm gonna get roasted again. I said this on one of my clips that I posted recently, and
Mm-hmm.
I probably you know would change them based off of more thought, more reflection. But I said my top five for me was and this is based off of just what I played in when I was a kid. It's all nostalgia. Like I'm probably blinded by nostalgia, but I said Fallout New Vegas. Uh, was my number five. I said Minecraft was number four. Um, Modern Warfare 2 OG for Call of Duty, Black Ops, and then my number one was Star Wars Battlefront 2 OG back in 2005. So spent many an hour on that game. But there are probably other ones that I would throw into the mix too, other than those ones. But I got roasted by my students saying "Unk," you're just reaching Unk status. All your games are old. You have no new games, no Prime Fortnite, stuff like that.
No offense.
So
I don't like Fortnite either, so you're fine.
I don't mind Fortnite, but I didn't start playing it until actually just like 2 years ago. But so it's like I never played Prime Fortnite according to them. So I can't throw that on my list. I've never played it. So
I don't play it.
but
Period. Yeah, no. I don't play it. Period. I cannot find this form, but I will get this form to you at
I
the end of
appreciate it.
stream. Heck yeah. I want to see you play some Barbie or some kids game.
I will do it. We'll lock it in.
If we will age, you know what? I'm in my 30s. and I don't look it. And it's very annoying. I
I
went.
am 28, so I'm approaching 30.
I'm 34.
Unk age. Oh, jeez.
I'm 34. I'm like auntie age, basically, if you think about it. Sheesh. We are in the 1 hour mark. We have one more hour to yap around. So, if you have any questions, chat, please don't be shy. We would love to have the chat ask questions. Zach asked like 3 questions already. Is there anybody else who want to ask questions? Please don't be shy and ask our guest questions.
Someone come all.
Hi, Brian. Oh, man. This is interesting.
Hey, hey, Dylan, is LeBron Unk? Because I'm pretty sure he's older than me.
Favorite Barbie game for him? Yeah, what's your favorite Barbie game?
Uh, I'm just gonna say Barbie Horse Adventure because I don't know any Barbie games. I've never
What?
played
There's
them.
Barbie
So,
Rapunzel, Barbie Swan Lake, Barbie Detective, Barbie Adventure, Super Barbie. What other Barbie games did I play?
so
Barbie's Dream House. I hated that one. That one sucked. Barbie Harsh Trials. It's a newer one that just came out. Um,
uh, I'm not entirely sure. I'm just gonna say whatever my wife says because
there's
she probably
so
would
many
tell
Barbie
me.
games. The first Barbie game was for Super Nintendo. No, first Barbie game was for Famicom, and then for Super Nintendo, and then for PC, and then for Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and so on and so on and so on and so on. And they're still
Uh,
making them.
someone said, "How hard was it to become a history teacher?" I wouldn't
Ooh.
say like super difficult, but with what I was going through in my life at that time, it was a bit of a challenge for sure. Um, and so I was dealing with a lot of personal issues at the time when I was in college, and so I got through my bachelor's, and then I jumped into teaching, and then COVID hit. Like before I could get like a full time position, like I was a substitute teacher leading up to it. And I remember I had a friend that was teaching first grade, and I was like lined up to do a sub job for him on March 18th, 2020. And I never got to do that sub job. He has like framed the plans he laid out because he had like, detailed plans of what I was supposed to do. And he never got to use them. So he's framed them in where he lives. And so it's pretty funny. But yeah, and then the only difficult part is my state requires that I get a master's degree, and so I had to go back to school after 3 years of teaching, and so it's another piling on the debt between the house and the degree, and so I just actually graduated with my master's degree uh, last month, so
Congratulations.
or
That's amazing.
so I got the degree in hand, and so now hopefully I can, check off the box that I need for my professional certificate. So, um, someone also said you are a Fallout 76 player. Do you like the newest update with the events? If you're referring to like Burning Springs, I'm assuming you're referring to Burning Springs. I thought the Burning Springs update was fine. I think it could have been better. If you're talking about the newer stuff, I haven't really dove into some of the newer things. Like I know that they've got alien invasion stuff going on right now, and I have not really dove into that. But I was kind of hoping because the ghoul shows up in Fallout 76. I was hoping he was going to be like a major part of the story, and he just kind of stands there for most of the like quests and stuff. And he's like, "I'll see you in Burning Springs," and like he doesn't really do anything. So, uh, Dylan asked, "Are you ever going to do your job?" Yes, I do my job all the time. That's another thing is my students have started saying I don't do my job, but I do.
Well, technically, it is a school day. So, how did you manage to like finish work and then plan to stream? Like, how do you like what's that word? Balance like your time management. How do you do it? Like, what is your
Uh,
best advice for someone who is bad at managing time?
I am not great at managing time, to be honest, but I I usually get up around 5:30 to 6 o'clock in the morning. I got to get my son ready for school. And then we go to school. I teach until about 3 o'clock. Uh, and then after school, I'm creating. I'm either making copies for the next day, or sometimes I have a meeting that runs until 4. I also coach esports for my school as well, although we're a very young program, and so we don't really do competitions as much as we probably should. It's just difficult with the structure of the school and the structure of the program. But I usually have esports after school until about 4. I come home and I don't get on stream until like 9:30. And so I'm spending time with family, doing chores, things like that. And then I stream until about 10:30, and then I hop off stream, and then I go straight to Clip GPT, and I have it do auto clips. Sometimes I stay up and edit them. I'm a little bit behind on my clips. I haven't clipped the last 3 streams, but I'll get back into it when I can. And so sometimes I'm up late and I don't go to bed until about 1. And so and then like last night, for example, I was editing a review of the Creator Accelerator program, and I was like, I'll probably save the rest for the tomorrow, and then I was like, nah, I'm just gonna plow through it and edit the whole thing, and so yeah,
Zach X, have you ever delivered a pizza to a student's house?
not have I. I don't think I have actually. I mean, my students have jokingly said, "Hey, drive to mine," but I teach in a very small rural district, and where I deliver pizzas is like 30 minutes away. It's not, anywhere near it. Um, I have, I think I have seen them like in the lobby at one point, but I don't think I've ever delivered one to their actual house.
You
You
delivered
do,
to a
yeah,
mechanic. That's cool.
I did. Yes, yes. Uh, he's a great mechanic. So.
Do you ever think
Yeah.
that you would take a risk, or not a risk, but take initiative of incorporating video games in history lessons like one teacher did?
I have 100%. And my students sometimes it's so funny because some of my students are like, they share similar interests.
Okay.
They love video games.
Yes.
And other ones are like, I hate video games. I've never played them and things like that. But I've used games in my classroom. I've used Civilization 7. I've
Okay.
used Crusader Kings 3.
Oh,
I love Crusader Kings 3 for teaching feudalism because it's so fun.
okay.
Um, I haven't used Fallout the game in class, but I have used the TV show. I show the opening scene because the opening scene shows the bombs falling, and so like I kind of preface it by saying like, okay, like we're gonna talk about the Cold War starting today, and this is like what was on everyone's mind of like what could happen at any moment, and then I play the clip, and the
That's
students are like,
really cool.
stuff
How
like
how
that.
you did that. That's really neat. My boyfriend loves Civilization 6 and 7, so you could get along with him just fine. Uh, Medal of Honor are good history games for World War II. Ooh, Medal of
I
Honor.
have I have played the Medal of Honor games when I was a kid and growing up, but I haven't gotten them yet for my actual classroom. I will say, like, a lot of the history games favor ninth grade material than 10th grade material, and so it's been a little bit difficult to get that kind of stuff for 10th grade. So I might look into getting Medal of Honor, or like Call of Duty World War II for D-Day. I play a lot of movie clips, though. I
Okay.
am a movie buff, and so whatever I don't do in video games, I usually spend a lot of time in movie and TV shows. So
What's your favorite movie of all time?
it's tough, but I would say for me, I'm a big Christopher Nolan fan,
Hmm.
so I love The Dark Knight in particular.
Good one.
Even though it like beats you over the head with its themes, I think that it's like it's what really made comic book movies feel that they could be serious. I know Iron Man came out the same year, and that's a pretty good movie too. But I think that this one with Heath Ledger's performance, top of the line. It's the one that everyone is trying to achieve at this point for comic book movies. And so yeah. Uh, but I like a wide range of movies, and I spend a lot of my time looking at IMDb and looking at, oh, that movie scored really well. I should probably go see that in the theater and whatnot. So, but yeah, I save going to the theater for special occasions most of the time.
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, I want to go to the theater to see the new Mario Galaxy movie.
I have heard things about it. I've heard that it's fun, but the story is a little
All over the place. Yep.
like yeah, it's like here's a Mario character. Here's a Mario character. Do you like this? Do you like this? Do you like this Mario character? So
And then randomly acts Fox McCloud. Oops, spoiler. It's everywhere. Don't worry.
yeah, it's everywhere.
But still, it's wild. Uh, so, yeah. So I was watching a TikTok, and it was a teacher who was incorporating Assassin's Creed into their history lesson, and I
I've used that too.
and I said, I love that. I love the fact that like teachers are actually using things from their time or things that will fit kids' interests because the span of people these days are ridiculously really tiny. And just to find something that relates to them and be able to talk about is really important. And that's the same thing as being a streamer. Sometimes we do talk and talk and talk, and sometimes we just stay quiet and focus. How do you come up with topics to talk about on stream when you feel like there's nobody watching? Not including your wife. Sorry, caffeine.
Uh, that's definitely something that I could grow in for sure.
Mm-hmm.
When I first started streaming, I definitely was way more quiet. I would just play the game, kind of get lost in the sense of like just the game and not paying attention to the chat. It's nice when my students join because they at least will do something in the game that will get me talking. Because I use crowd control, my students love to spawn enemies for me,
Ooh, can you
and
explain what
so
crowd control is? I've heard of it. I haven't tried it. I did the service. I paid for a month. Never used it, and I took it out because it was taking a lot of money from my bank account. So yeah.
it's effectively it's a program that works with your game where certain events on your stream can spawn enemies. And so like there's a standalone link that they can go to purchase coins that they can then redeem for certain things. They can put stuff on my screen, like my wife likes to put poop on my screen. Um and so she loves to just cover it, and then I have to like move my mouse to try to like wipe it off. Um, she likes to put this like cat one too. Like there's this giant cat head that just like floats down on my screen. And I've got to like move it out of the way to play the game. And then they also have TikTok integration. So for my students, because a lot of them are typically watching on TikTok more than Twitch, they will. At first, I had it set up so like every like spawns something, and then my game kept crashing because they kept spawning so many things.
Oh,
So then I had to raise the like requirement up to every 500 likes spawn something, and every 100 shares spawn something, and so like they started spam liking and spam sharing, and so I still get enemies that are popping in. So like every 500 likes spawns 5 wolves that I have to kill. Every 100 shares spawns 30 ghouls who are basically like zombies that I have to kill. But there's other things that they can do as well with the standalone link. There's gifts on TikTok that you can also have where if they give this specific gift, then it spawns something. And so one of my students who's a upperclassman, almost a senior, basically, and so they gave roses, and every rose spawned 2 death claws in the game, and they gave 300 roses, which is 600 death claws, all trying to kill me, and so that's the whole point. And so it's fun, and so that definitely helps to like talk about what's going on. I try to talk about what I'm doing, as much as I possibly can, like just throwing commentary out. And if something funny happens, then I, try to crack a joke here and there. But sometimes, I am quiet. So I've definitely been trying to improve on that.
this is a very controversial topic, and I would like to have your full attention.
Okay.
You're a teacher, you're a streamer, you do all these things. However, your thoughts about artificial intelligence in the education field and in gaming, how do you feel about AI being involved in the education system?
My students would they'd be raising their hands like they know. So I think AI is a tool,
Mm-hmm.
and that it can be extremely useful and helpful, especially with analyzing data and aggregating the information, things like that. I am not a big fan of AI art. I think it's funny sometimes. So I have done like Sora AI with their like little cameo thing,
Recipe Sora.
and yeah, recipe Sora. And so like I think it's funny, but I could do without it. Like I think AI art, you know, I could do without it. Like you could just get rid of it, honestly, and support actual artists, to be honest, more than that. But I do see like the usefulness of the tool itself. And so I have used some AI in my classroom. It's optional, so it's not like every student is kind of forced into it, but there's a platform that I use called Class Companion, and effectively I put my assignment in, I put my rubric in, and it will auto generate feedback based off the student's answer. It does assign a grade, but I never give whatever the thing decides the grade is. I usually, I give the grade. I make sure that it's like my own grading, but I will use it to generate feedback faster because, writing student feedback takes a long time. Sometimes it's, same stuff over and over again. And so I usually let it come up with like the general idea, and then I kind of fill in the gaps of whatever it's missing, or like, oh, I think you should have added this, and things like that. So it's not like I'm just straight like ripping it from the program and saying, okay, here you go. It's whatever it says. And so this is where a lot of those comments of me not doing my job have come from, is just the fact that I use AI. And so I do think there's a purpose to it, and there have been a lot of cool developments this year with it. For example, Google Classroom, which is a platform that we use,
Mm-hmm.
they added Notebook LM, which is great for test review. And so like it will generate I will give it all the assignments we've done in class, all the study material, and then it will generate flashcards, quizzes, it'll generate slideshows. It generates infographics, but those infographics tend to be a little bit messed up. The wording, like some of the words get a little, blended together, and so it's not great with that, but it'll generate like a podcast that they can listen to, and they can even ask the podcast questions and then they'll respond to it. It generates a video, and so like it creates like a lot of good study tools, but it doesn't replace like the student taking the time to actually learn the material.
No, that's a really good point. So you're neutral. You do have some pros for it, and then you have some cons. Me, I'm in the middle. I do a lot of AI beta testing, and I work with a lot of companies. As you can see, my stream is run by AI. I use FrostyBot, Frosty Tools. I mean, that's when it gives like the little summary and stuff in chat. And another thing I do is I am testing a program known as Emphy. And remember how I was talking about like sometimes we don't talk on stream and it feels lonely. I have an AI companion who watches my stream and responds to me and sees what it sees. It's completely bonkers and creepy, but it's really helpful for those to help open up and at the same time feel comfortable to be speaking in their space, especially when they don't feel like being in a voice chat with a whole bunch of people. Because I got really um, serious anxiety. Commander, I won't be able to send you because it is a private test that I'm doing for a company. But it hasn't even been out for public yet. It's still being tested. But now he's
I
on
was just
Discord
say
if you want to talk to him.
I was using Streamlabs intelligent streaming agent,
Okay.
and it's still like every time that I get a follow or a bit or a raid or something like that,
Yeah.
it still goes off even though I've turned it off. And so when all those people were just following, I could still hear him, and I called him Druggy Dougie because he just, he sounds like he's on something.
Okay.
And so but I hear him, being like, "Hey, Aled Dream Game On, thanks for the follow. Let's make some memories," or something like that. And I'm like, I thought I turned you off. Like,
I did
I
not hear
wanted,
that, and I'm glad I didn't because I would have been
yeah,
really freaked out.
yeah. So I thought I turned him off, but apparently he's still there somewhere. So I got to look through Streamlabs. I deleted the app. I thought I turned everything off, but it's still going off. So,
That's pretty funny.
but yeah.
Oh snap! We just got raided by Duty Beard. Ah!
With 33 viewers.
That
Woo!
is my bestie. Hi, Duty. I actually interviewed Duty in IRL at TwitchCon. I mean, I might have to do a virtual interview with him. Hello, Duty. My alerts are off because we're interviewing a non-affiliate, well, soon-to-be affiliate streamer. How you doing, Duty? It's so good to see you. Everyone, welcome Duty Beard with your hands. Hands, come on. I usually have a really cute raid song, but unfortunately, I won't be able to do it. But I could sing it to you. Would you like to sing the raid song with me? I'm asking you a question, History Gangster.
So I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to Dewey. Sure. I don't know what the rate song is.
Just follow along the words. Ready?
All right.
It goes, welcome raiders, welcome streamers, welcome and have a really good time.
Good time. Yeah.
Welcome raiders, welcome streamers. Come on, let's have a good time. Yo, mods, make sure exclamation point, SO, exclamation point, raid, exclamation point, SO, exclamation point, raid. Let's give a shout out to all the shooting stars that's gonna follow. If you're leaving, I hope you have a great nice night or day. Man, I almost forgot my lyrics. Welcome raiders. Welcome
raiders. Streamers. Sorry, I'm not a singer. Okay, I sing in the car. I'm a horrible singer.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I think Duty Beard gets it. Thank you so much. Can we give a shout out to Duty Beard? Oh, so that is such a cool. Like, do you see the name? Like, it's shiny. That's so cool. No one sees that, or am I bugging? His name is like moving. No one sees that. Your name is moving, like different colors. That's so cool. Anyway, yeah, so Duty Beard, this is History Gangster. He is a streamer. He just started January. Hello. Oh, it's 7TV. Oh, I have that too. I just don't know how to do that. He just started in January of this year, trying to hit Twitch affiliate, and I had the honor to interview him. Look. And we were talking about how he's another raid. Holy cow! What is going on?
Oh boy, we're gonna have to sing the song again.
We do have to sing the song again.
Welcome raiders.
There we go.
Welcome streamers.
Welcome and have a really good time. Oh my gosh, hello Mortal Paralyte. Mortal Paralyte, I actually had the opportunity to do a panel with her at TwitchCon 2022. And she's one of my good friends from Canada. One of my best friends, actually. And yeah, I love Mortal Paralyte. She's amazing. Duty Beard, amazing Twitch partner, streamer friend. And then Mortal's one of my best friends from Canada. I love that. Oh my god, hello Raiders, welcome. I'm introducing you to History Gangster. Trying to hit affiliate, but that's not what we're doing this interview. We're trying to get to know him. He is a history teacher, a pizza delivery guy, and a full-out fiend.
For sure.
Would you
gotta drink that Nuka-Cola?
Also, that is a question I want to ask. When were you planning to go to your first TwitchCon?
So I was actually looking into that, just as a as a joke, basically. Okay. But I was looking into it, and I know that it's in San Diego.
It is in San Diego, yes.
Yeah. It's gonna probably be a hot minute before I can really do that, just financially, but maybe with enough planning, I'm probably thinking maybe a year, maybe 2 years down the line. To be honest, and this is a fun fact about me, I have never actually left this time zone.
What?
I have never left the Eastern Standard Time Zone.
You never traveled or anything ever in your life?
I have traveled all within the time zone. And so I have been to much of the Eastern Seaboard. And I did leave I'm in the United States, but I did leave the country once when I was 11 to the Bahamas. And if you go down south enough, the Eastern time zone juts to the east. And so the Bahamas are in the Eastern time zone. And so I never left this time zone.
That's actually a
So,
really cool fact. Man, so you never gone to like the Pacific Standard Time or Central Standard Time, just EST.
no. Like my family, we're not thank you for the follow. There's Druggy Dougie again. I'm hearing him. But there is like our family was never really wealthy. I'd say like we were probably like middle class. We did one vacation every probably like 5 or 10 years at most. So we went down to Florida when I was 4. We went down on a Disney cruise when I was 11, and that's pretty much the extent of my travels. And I've gone to a few other places like Boston and New Jersey,
Hey,
Virginia,
Jersey.
and things like that. But other than that, that's about it. And I'm not super wealthy right now. I'm buried in mounds of debt, and so travel just has not really been a thing that like is easy for us. And so,
I think everyone
but
have their own like issues, especially with like everything going on and money wise. I definitely agree with that. But the cool thing is that you said 1 to 2 years you will be there. You'll be affiliate already, and then you'll get to see like all the streamers, and then you get to learn how to like network and then meet the brands and stuff. I know this is gonna probably pry, but have you ever think about like making like stickers or business cards or anything like that? And if you did you use Canva or anything like that and such?
I have not thought about. Well, actually, that's not true. So, Streamlabs has their like uh, they have like a merch store thing that you can do, and so I've messed around with that, and I've ordered actual merch for my stuff
Not
back
merch.
back in the day. But they do have a sticker on there, and so
Okay.
there is a sticker on there. But I've never actually made like business cards or anything like that. But I do have Canva, and I think I do have Canva Pro because I'm a teacher,
Canva
and
Pro.
so but uh, but I've never thought about it. But I did use Canva to design like my very first like Twitch banners and stuff like that. And so I'm not opposed to using it.
Yeah,
I'm
so you
not.
most definitely like when you use like the Canva or anything like that, you can make a QR code and have all your links in one thing. People could scan it or take a sticker and bam. And that would be really cool, especially to market yourself. And as
Yeah,
and then on top of
that's a good
that,
idea.
and if you have a business card, you could do like history tutoring series or something like that. And third
Yeah,
side
uh,
gig for you.
that would be amazing for sure.
That's just ideas.
And so
I am
yeah,
so
I think
full of it. Also, everyone who
I
came in the raid, if you do have to raid and run, truly understand. Take your little break, hydrate, and once again, thank you so much for passing by. And of course, checking out History Gangster, because History Gangster has been awesome.
I try. I thank you. um, yeah. The person that I went to high school with, they I know they go to TwitchCon I think every year.
Oh,
But
nice.
maybe I might be wrong. But
You can say their
they
name
were
unless you don't want them to know their Twitch
uh
name.
their name is Lexi. And they started off with Dead by Daylight, I think.
Okay.
Or at least that's what they got known for. And then they switched to a bunch of other games. Like right now they're doing a ton of Resident Evil 9, the remake or whatever.
Oh,
And so
nice.
they're letting like their viewers mod the game. And oh oh
What happened?
oh uh, I just got a new sound that I've never heard before.
Oh,
Um
you hit your goal.
oh, that was it. Okay, cool. Sorry.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. And so yeah, they're doing a bunch of mods with Resident Evil 9 and the remake, and they are like being surprised by some of the mods. They post a lot of funny clips. They also do another game that is not safe for work, but it's like I think it's like Love in Outer Space or something like that. I can't remember the name, but it's like a romance type
Is
game,
it
and
date
they're
everything?
maybe I don't know. I just
Oh,
see like her. I'll see like her. It's like usually like the POV in the game is like you're the character and you're talking to this very attractive Asian person, and like it's like this romance novel type thing, and she just freaks out every time that they like go in for a kiss or something. It's
I
like
love
it's
visual
like
novels. They're so
and
good.
so
They're so good.
but she started in 2017 and like she blew up as a creator and now she does it full time.
Awesome.
And so she's kind of like an inspiration, but she probably doesn't. She probably remembers me maybe just like as an acquaintance, like
That's
but
fair, but that's really cool
but
that you like you're
yeah.
saying this. So if you're watching this, Lexi or whoever you are, you have your history gangsters role model,
When it
basically
comes to streaming, for sure.
for
But yeah,
streaming. Yeah. Oh man, that's cool. I don't think I've had any role models, but I've been inspired by a lot of streamers, especially like VTubers. Iron Mouse is one of my favorites. Duty Beard is another awesome streamer. Highly recommend him because he's just so wacky and he makes cartoons go to life. He's the one with the green screen and does all the stuff, and it's a fun time. And then a lot of like my upcoming friends like Mortal and Sailor Garnet and a whole bunch of other people I could name have been doing so good in the streaming world, and I like congratulate them for not giving up because being a streamer is not easy one bit. If you had a student that walked up to you and asked you, "Hey, hey, Mr. Gangster," I don't know your name, and I do know your name, but I'm not gonna say it. Hey, Mr. Gangster, can I be a streamer one day? And if so, what advice would you give me? Like one of your students asked you that.
I would say yes, but you need to be patient. You need to dedicate, make it serious, put some time, consistency, schedule, and try to think about how to market yourself where you're not getting lost in the crowd because there are you know millions of people that are streaming across all those different platforms, whether it's Twitch, YouTube, Kick. So definitely think about what makes you different and what are your particular skills. Maybe you're pretty funny and that could be something that you can lean on. Maybe you really know how to do like you talked about the green screen and moving the animations and whatnot, or find something that maybe other people are passionate about. I know like there have been streamers that have popped off because of a clip because they were woodworking or they were doing something that's not just video games or just sitting there. And definitely I think there's definitely like a path for it. I think though that it takes like discipline, and that's why like I am looking for people to give me advice to help me grow. I don't know it all. I there's no school for streaming that's like widely accepted, and so I think that it's just learning and growing and um, kind of being yourself and putting yourself out there, but you know, also having respectable boundaries as well. So
Can I get you be in teacher mode for a moment?
sure,
I want you to go on your whiteboard and make a burger.
a burger.
Yes, don't worry.
Oh no,
I'll
oh no.
explain.
I I am not very artistic.
It's fine.
Okay, so
It's a bunch
so
of
my
circles.
students make fun of me all the time, but I will do my best. Okay, so
The
we've
bun.
got
All right, we're gonna go one
a
by one.
bun.
Now the
Okay,
bun. All right. Now
we got a
this is
bun.
gonna be a foundation of a streamer. What?
Can you guys see that?
What? I see the bun. What is the bun to you? And then write it next to it.
The bun, like foundation for a streamer.
Yes.
I'm gonna put consistency.
Okay.
And my handwriting is atrocious, by the way.
I can see that, but it's fine.
Consistency. All right.
All right.
I think that having a consistent schedule is the number one thing that you need.
Okay.
So your viewers know where you are.
Okay. What's after the bun? It's a burger, right? Or is it like lettuce or whatever? Oh, yeah, it's a burger. All right. Now put the burger. The burger, make
All right,
it
we'll
a
do.
big burger.
I got a different color, so we'll do burger. This burger is gonna be a little rare. Okay, it's gonna be
Oh,
hot red.
I do not want to eat your burger. Can you make the burger fatter?
Batter. Okay.
Because the burger is the most important part of a burger, don't you think?
Okay.
It's
The meat.
The meat. So what is the meat representing in this?
Being your true self, like,
Ooh.
being yourself. I think you can't be someone all the. I mean, I guess you could play a character, so to speak, but that character should like reflect like who you are as a person. It should be someone that like maybe you are playing a character. Like I think of like you know the burnt peanut or something, right? Like he's not obviously a peanut,
I
but
love the
it
burnt
like
peanut. Holy cow.
it reflects like who he is. Like he's funny and it comes off that way. And so I think being your true self, whether it's a character or not, it reflects like your qualities.
Okay, so we got a bun and we got a burger. All right. So this is my burger, everybody. So there's going to be a lot of stuff on this. Can you add lettuce on that, please?
Yep. Lettuce. Oh, jeez, this is deader than dead. I cannot add. Let's see. Do my blue marker work? Might have to be blue lettuce.
Hey, Caffeine, you need to get him a green expo marker.
My blue one doesn't work either.
Okay.
So it's gonna
get rid of your dead markers.
black lettuce.
That's totally fine. It's burnt lettuce. All right. Note to self. Thrown wish list. Add some expo markers to the list.
All my expo markers are at school. So.
What you being adamant about the lettuce? I like lettuce. Okay. Okay. So what is the lettuce considered to you? I know not a lot of people like it, but what you think the lettuce would be if you're building this burger in the streaming foundation?
Lettuce. Well, I think of lettuce as like it's a healthy thing that people don't necessarily like, but it's healthy.
Let's see if
I guess I'd say like boundaries.
Ooh, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking either boundaries or I was thinking about mental health. But boundaries is good too.
Yeah. I mean, boundaries could involve mental health, right? Like,
absolutely.
You gotta
the
parasocial
friendships and all that stuff. It's definitely got to be important. All right, so we got lettuce. We got to add cheese. Cheese is good.
Red cheese, it is.
That's disgusting, but okay.
Okay. Well, maybe it's like one of those, Babel, right? Those like little wax cheeses, So
never had them, and I don't think it sounds appetizing.
Well, it's like cheese inside of a wax little sphere or circle thing.
That's a weird looking cheese, by the way. I barely could see it.
Yeah, my marker's starting to die.
All right, he really needs new markers. Go to Five Below or Staples to get them.
They're in my classroom. I'm sorry, I didn't bring any home.
All right, get new ones. All righty. So the cheese. What do you think the cheese would be, everybody?
Think cheese, right, is something that like adds flavor. So maybe like branding. Like
I was thinking community.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I can see that.
I was thinking consistency, being yourself, boundaries, community.
Community. No, this black one's starting to go too.
Thank you. Yo, wifey. Look, your wifey is on it. She's getting the markers for you.
Cheese is like a glue too.
What else do I like on my burger? Oh, we need some condiments. Can you add some ketchup to that and mayo, please? Don't judge me, okay? I'm Puerto Rican.
Okay. Ketchup. This is some very weird ketchup. It looks more like the pink paste that
this is such an
is in chicken or something.
Unedible burger, but I'll take it.
And then mayonnaise, the mayo. There's another layer. This is starting to look more like that one Krabby Patty that sent Mr. Krabs to the hospital.
Hey, oh, you know what? This is a good burger. This is my Whopper order from Burger King, okay? Now, for the ketchup and mayo, it's combined. So what you think would that be?
Uh, their condiments, they add special flavors. So maybe this is like branding, like with overlays, and maybe this is like,
Nope.
you know,
Your niche.
niche. Okay.
I
Niche.
told him build me a burger. If Mr. Gangster was actually eating a burger, he only had the patty, ketchup, and maybe cheese. He's bland. My boyfriend only eats a patty, a Whopper with ketchup only. No cheese, nothing. Like, what? I don't understand.
I'm a very picky eater.
Oh my gosh.
I have basically the diet of a third grader.
I brought out the mayo ketchup. You know it. I'm Puerto Rican. I had to. All right. Now we put the bun.
The bun. The top bun.
Yes. Now, what does this bun represent?
Your audience.
Okay, that's good.
Or well, I guess that's community though.
Yeah, no, yeah, true. What would be the bun? Because the burger is your branding and your content and everything. But what's the bun of the burger? What is that?
Top bun. Is it like maybe like your mental state,
We already
so to speak, like your I don't know, like your drive,
motivation.
your
You're looking for the word motivation.
yes,
Look
yeah.
at me. I'm teaching the teacher now. Yeah, motivation. Yeah, put that on top. So, okay, everyone, do you agree with this burger? Consistency, being yourself, boundaries, niche, motivation, and then the whole burger is your content, your branding, and all that stuff. Would you eat this burger if you were a streamer? Yes or no? Would you use this mindset as a streamer? Why is a binder streamer?
Content.
The other bunk could be other communities you're a part of, networking, supporting, and other streamers. This is true. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. This is just his burger though. We were trying. So History Gangster is new to streaming. About 4 months in. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
And I think you're killing it, by the way. Number one, I'm actually on your page and I'm looking at your panels. Now I understand the color green. Even though your logo has red and white, still don't understand why your favorite color is green and your logo is red and white. But hey, that is you. You do you, boo. But the thing is with that, what?
I would say my logo, I do like things that are like red and black.
Okay.
Like, I think like those two colors go really well together for me. But I also don't want like the green is really styled after Fallout because like the terminal monitors are all like a dark green within like a light green. And so those panels, I tried to make them look like monitors, so to speak. And so like it's all Fallout themed, but then I'm like, I didn't want like my logo to be specific to one specific game. So my logo is like universal, but the panels and stuff will match the game, which I know is a lot of work, but that's what I'm hoping. That's my branding, so to speak. So
I love that. And my question was again, would you eat this burger that we wrote on? Of course not, but metaphorically, basically, as a streamer, would you eat this burger?
I would, although not in real life.
No, obviously, but I'm saying like you would use
Yes, I would.
all that to make not make who you are, but use that as like guidance to be able to make your content out there.
For sure.
I think we should frame that picture. It looks beautiful. That's like Picasso work right there. Good job. It actually looks like a burger.
Maybe.
It doesn't look like a salad bowl. I don't know. From here, it looks like a salad bowl, and then when you look closer, it looks like a burger. I don't know why you put the top bun bigger than the other bun. Like, that bun looks flatter than flat.
I thought I was trying to I'm thinking like, McDonald's burger, It's like, but yeah, I'm not a drawer. I am, you know, the other day I was drawing because we were talking about the Cold War, and I drew Germany, and it looked more like a bean than it did actual Germany. And my students, they roast me, but it's fine. It's fine. So
Do you ever think you would
gotta
do
show
like
them.
mini history lessons on stream?
I have,
You
but my I call it history tangents. It's one of my channel rewards. But instead of actual giving real history, I kind of just spitball it and make stuff up sometimes. And so,
Aw.
my wife will do like what was it? She asked like the history of high heels. I don't know much about high heels, but I just kind of, was like, okay, back in the day, you could wear any type of shoe, but it was all the same height. And then someone had the idea, what if my shoes made me taller? And so they started wearing it. And then like I posted a clip of it, and someone in the comments was like, actually, no, that's not it at all. And so I think it kind of like almost like you're rage baiting viewers to like engage and correct you. So, but yeah.
That's genius.
So,
I love that. That's so smart.
about the only thing I know about high heels was that King Louis the 14th and the 16th wore them.
Wait, is this a real fact?
Yeah. You like the photo. I don't know if I could pull up the photo though, but if you look up King Louis, I think it's the 14th or the 16th. It's one of those two. But they were wearing high heels, and it was something to do with like easier to the 14th, King Louis the 14th. Something to do with like easier to ride horses because the heel would sit in the stirrup a lot easier, something along those lines.
Oh my goodness. It's wild.
But yeah.
Oh man. Guys, I'm so sad because we're almost at that mark, the 20-minute mark, when we're almost at the end of the interview. But this has been such a fun time, History Gangster.
Yeah, thank you. It's been fun. Do a random history fact reward. I mean, talk. Yeah, I like it's a channel reward. So like as soon as someone redeems it, they tell me the topic, and then I just kind of spitball it.
I have
And
dog facts and
hopefully-
cat facts commands on my chat.
That's
And dad
cool.
jokes. We got dad jokes for days.
Yeah, there's one particular dad joke that my wife would say constantly, so I had to ban that one joke. And she'll know exactly which one it is, but
Say it on my chat. You can say it on my chat.
yeah.
I'm curious. It probably won't show up on his, but I can see it. I'm curious. I want to see what it is.
Let's see if she'll type it out.
Oh God. Zach does
She
that
would say
all the
that
time.
constantly. Yeah. But it's fine. It's fine. It's a fun joke.
Never mind. Zach does that. I know that joke. Zach does it all the time. Zach is my dad joke of the stream. Oh
But yeah.
man.
So yeah, I just kind of let them choose the topic, and so long as it's, an appropriate topic and not something that I can't talk about on stream.
Absolutely. I'm the same way. Don't
So.
worry. Everything on my stream is PG-13 mostly. The games are not most of the time. But I always keep it because when you're out there on the internet, it stays out there, and you don't want to make a fool of yourself, number one. And especially you have students. I give you lots of props and lots of like, I would not ever involve my IRL life into my streaming life. But
I try to live a life that like, where it's fine if those two cross, because I don't do anything or I try not to do anything that's like, bad, quote unquote.
Yeah, of course.
And so, I'm fine with it, but I do know like one of the first things they do when you enter teacher school is they scare the heck out of you to try to like, you got to lock down all your social medias, and you got to do this and make sure there's no public pictures. I've never really run into an issue with like social media in particular.
That's good.
And I don't post that often to begin with, other than streaming and now clips and stuff like that. But yeah, but I remember it one of the like first sessions with our like career and counselor. They were talking about like how they have a service where they'll like look you up on all your social medias and things like that and see is there anything that like a school district wouldn't like. And they told a story about how one person did it, and they were apparently like their name was the same as like a very famous like pornographic star.
Oh my.
And I raised my hand. I was like, "Well, what if you don't know that like that you have the same name as someone?" And they looked at me and they roasted me in front of the whole group and said, "Don't worry, you don't have that issue."
That's
Like
messed up. No offense.
implying that I'm not attractive enough to have that issue. But it was just
Dang.
like I was like, "Dang, I didn't sign up
Well,
for that
caffeine doesn't
trash
have nothing
fire."
to worry about, so it's fine. Basically.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh
But yeah,
man, that's pretty messed up. No, that's understanding. Like, yeah, because when I was in school, I always like, hey, teach. I'm not gonna say my teacher's name because that'll be weird. Um, Can you add me on Facebook? Can you add me on MySpace? You know, because MySpace was a thing back then. They're like, yeah, as soon as you graduate, and then as soon as I
yep,
graduate,
that's generally my rule. The one exception would be like, if they're in stream, like I will talk to them in stream, but
you won't follow them, of
I
course.
I won't follow them back. I will not message them privately or anything
Good.
like that.
Yeah.
Like my boundary is always like has
Boundaries.
been wait until you graduate, and then when you graduate, I will follow you just to keep tabs on what you're doing because I want to see like where my students go after they leave me. They go on to bigger and better things, and so some students are like they're pursuing medical degrees. Some of them are pursuing um, degrees into teaching. Some of them are finance people, and so it's just really interesting to see what everyone's doing once they leave my classroom.
I could definitely
So
see you at the end of the year giving a whole bunch of letter recommendations to them.
I have never actually ran one yet.
What?
No one's actually asked me specifically for one yet.
Oh,
But hey, if you're watching this, I got you. I will write a letter recommendation so long as you did my work.
as long as you did my work.
If you didn't do my work, I'll write one, but I don't know if you want me to write one.
But I want to say thank you so much. I know I have like a few minutes left, but I know you have to wake up for work in the morning. I have to wake up and work in the morning. Um, but you're gonna stay on a little bit longer, right?
Yeah, I'll probably stay on a little bit longer just to, you know, uh, clip the stream, and so on. It'll be from my perspective though. I don't have you on my
No, no,
stream,
that's
but
perfectly fine.
so
Because I'm just
but yeah.
planning just to raid out to you and chill while I send this to you and stuff. But yeah, anything you want to say to the chat? And what is one thing you want to give advice to all your students out there and all the viewers out here?
I want to say to the chat, thank you so much for your time and just listening to me yap this whole time. I am a yap professor. I get on so many side tangents when I'm teaching sometimes that my students have to remind me that got to do my job and actually teach. And then advice for students is to don't limit yourself by the effort you put in today. I think a lot of students are apathetic. They don't care like how they're doing in school right now because oh, it's just ninth grade or no one's gonna check my ninth grade. But I always tell students that you want to say no to opportunities in the future. You don't want the opportunity to say no to you. And so
Ooh,
take the
yeah.
time and just remember like every assignment has your name attached to it. And I'm not saying that that's the type of person you are, but in some ways it's a reflection of who you are. So put some effort into it. Are you the type of person that will go that extra mile?
Can you
And
say
people
that
will
one more time louder, please? Because that's gonna be my tweet, and I think that should be like your Twitch motto, by the way.
uh I will say that, the which part, sorry.
The opportunity one.
You want to say no to opportunities. You don't want the opportunity to say no to you. And so
Yeah.
put some effort into it, no matter what it is, whether it's like sweeping a floor or doing a history assignment. Put some effort into it. It's a reflection of who you are in some way.
That's
It's not entirely who you are, but You get the idea.
That is beautiful. I love that. Well, we're going to go raid out to History Gangster. Please chill out with him. If you have to raid and run, I understand. But let's try to get him to affiliate. And we had such a fun time. Thank you so much for your first interview. I hope to see you in 3 years for a follow-up for the second interview. And I will be chilling out on your streams, especially for that Barbie stream.
I'll be doing it at some point. It's going to take me a bit because, we still have like probably 60 or 100 episodes of Fallout left, but it's fine.
All right, guys. And I just want to let you know that tomorrow's interview is canceled, but I will be doing a sponsor stream. So, you can check that out for the game I'm playing. But Wednesday, we'll be interviewing a VTuber. Sunday, we'll be interviewing my significant other. So excited. I hope you get to meet him. And I hope you get to pass by if you will like. And then Monday, I'll be interviewing one of my good friends who quit streaming and became a full-time YouTuber. And that's going to be an interesting conversation. So, bye, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Looking around, crying for help, I needed saving. Got lost in this town, too late, can't get out. Been looking around, finally found a safe haven. And you're the savior.